See if we're gonna be able to feed. And we're still offline. There it says we're online. Straight. Hello everybody, this is Nelson Buck. If you guys can still hear me, we're good. I had to reinstall my computer and everyone's looking at my YouTube screen. Wow. Professional. There we go. So this is supposed to be recording and now I need my YouTube screen back. Oh, this is not professional. This goes over here.
It's live.
It's live. It's live.
It's alive.
It's live and deprived. Okay, I got no lost frames. Looks like it's broadcasting. It's looks good. Looks good. Looks good. Okay, so this is the Mardox Daily Live Chat, the DLC. My name is Nelson Buck, and we have below me the most awesomest brother in the world, John Brewer. Beside me we have we'll just call her Kimberly for today, I guess.
Belinda, you doorknob.
Belinda, right. Down below is Lauren. My favorite Lauren's down there, and she's at a library, I think. Hey, who's that hot person behind you?
Only Nelson.
There's one person watching with us on live stream. So if you have anything you want to add or say, put it in the text box. And okay, after yesterday's chat, John, I want your opinion on this. Yesterday, Josh was saying that we got to start doing these shows as topics, and like one focused topic, the whole thing, and nothing else said, but everything but the truth, nothing but the truth, right? What do you think? Because after that show yesterday, I got emails, Facebook messages, Twitters. 2 people called me and they said, don't change the way you're doing the show. Leave it open where people just talk and chat and do. What is your opinion? What do you think?
Well, I missed yesterday because the old man was asleep. But, I think we should talk about, be quiet. I think we should, talk about particular topics and stuff, but it needs to be in a loose manner. We don't want this to sound like a webinar or whatever. And this is why we ask people to ask questions. And if people ask questions about marketing or about whatever, we can answer those questions. But the thing about this is live, okay? And, the goal of Mardox is for you to know that we're real people and they're approachable and we can discuss marketing. We can discuss all kinds of things, because that's what this is a community. This is not just an internet marketing site. This is a marketing community.
Right.
And in communities, even when you get together and talk about the issues of the community, you also talk about, Karen's baby has a new tooth and stuff like that, and my grass is still brown even though I put stuff on it and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right.
We should try to address internet marketing topics and stuff during the program, but we need to keep it we are a group of marketers, at various stages, of our marketing or whatever it is that we do. And we're discussing things. And this is why we are trying to encourage, especially, the members of Mardox to come on and to talk about things, or anybody who's watching. If you want to know stuff, ask, type in the, Nelson doesn't say type in the thing for nothing. We need this.
That's right.
And it's good that you got the feedback from people about don't change the show and all this. This is good. But we need other feedback like, okay, folks, what do y'all want us to talk about? Because then we'll talk about it.
That's right. I'm sorry. As you guys were talking, it looks like I'm busy. I'm trying to get my my headphone working. For some reason, I'm receiving all sorts of stray interference with my headphone. I got wireless headphones on, and it's going from
It's the alien.
It's going static. There's something.
You forgot the tinfoil hat.
No, it's actually probably the police car that's outside of my front yard. I'll bet you it's there. The cops, we got our street at a certain. This is annoying as hell. Hold on a sec. Okay, Belinda, mute your keyboard if you.
Oh, sorry, I thought it was muted. Sorry.
That just adds to the annoyingness. I'm not kidding. This is annoying. All I get is static.
What's up with the cops?
They park in my driveway to watch the people if they're turning down the street. At a certain point during the day, you're not allowed to turn down from my street going right. So they park in my driveway because by the time the people come up the hill and turn, it's been too late. They haven't seen the car parked in my driveway.
Okay.
Yeah, so
they
it's
have permission to park in your driveway.
Oh yeah. But it's I think it's their radios. I'm picking up all the digital signal off their radio. You know they did.
Are you charging them by the minute?
Yeah, I should be. And not to mention how many times have I gone out and made them coffee. I kind of encourage it.
Tell them to join the broadcast.
Join on in, guys. Just decode your things so we can know what's going on.
Yeah.
So back. I'm just gonna have to ignore the sound. Just give me a second while I talk. It's easier to talk without the sound going on. I'll have to fix this later. Might be a bad wire or something. I agree. We should keep the daily chat as a regular chat, as a open chat. I told Belinda yesterday in the show, we used to have this running about a year before you guys came on. I got rid of the videos because I had Bob Raisbeck in there. It had John Gitschke and all those guys in it, and Alan Victor Cox. It had all those guys in it, and so I had a big fight with those guys. They all left, and it was just a discrepancy between which path I wanted to go and what they wanted to do, and frankly, they wanted to become Four Corners, and I didn't want to.
In other words, you wanted to have a real business with ethics.
Right. That's it.
I remember when I first came along, and I think one of the first broadcasts that I either listened to or took part of, when I think it was the John dude was still here, it was more like a webinar, because he was talking about how awesome Mardox is and what you get when you join and so on and so forth. And then all that in itself is not so bad, but it was more like what you see in a lot of other places. And this is exactly what we don't want. Sure, we will talk about Mardox and everything, but the purpose of this broadcast is not to promote Mardox. The purpose of this broadcast is to promote being a marketing community and to talk about whatever, topics there are to talk about.
That's right. And, so like I was telling Belinda also was, at the beginning it was conversations like what we're doing, and then it became, and if you remember the shows, John, Raisbeck would get on, it would be like, blah, 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 like he's reading a page. And it was very, what the hell are we doing? Okay, he wanted his little section, his little article thing that he wanted to do every week. And it died. The system, the whole thing died because of that practice. Linda, keyboard.
Sorry, I just one type thing.
Yeah,
You need a cloth keyboard, Belinda.
Yeah, you need one that's soft, because all I hear, I'm trying to talk, and all I'm hearing here is it's like, what am I trying to say?
Okay, sorry. Well, it used to be quiet when I first bought it, but it got loud somehow.
Well, because you're going up. Where is one? I gotta find. Damn it! Hold on.
They always start out quiet in the beginning.
Hold on.
They get old. They get tired.
Because I can't touch my keyboard right now and show her what I want to do. So I've got to break.
Oh, that didn't sound good now.
I got to break out the keyboard. So it literally sounds like when I'm talking. To me, it sounds like that. Like click. Hey, Belinda. Yeah. I will make you a deal, okay? I will send you this brand new wireless mouse and keyboard if you don't bug my ears for the rest of the day.
Thank you, but I don't want wireless because then it eats up batteries and it loses signal. So I got rid of my wireless.
It doesn't. No,
well, any wireless thing I had was crap, so I stopped using wireless.
Because you bought crap.
And I didn't want to have to get a bunch of batteries to use wireless.
That is a $200 keyboard and mouse set. And to run it, you put in a battery about once. Tell you the truth, mine is wireless. And the battery it's in here is 2 months old.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. It's 2 months old. And
yeah, and how often do you have to recharge it?
When I put it on the charger. About every 2 months.
Oh. Because mine's on 24/7.
Yeah, mine too. Again, if you looked at wireless technology 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's better now.
Oh, yeah, it's way better. It's way better.
I had the same issues as Belinda.
Yeah.
With using wireless stuff, and I got tired of changing batteries every, whatever.
Yeah, every week.
Every other day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I so hate cables and everything that eventually I tried another wireless mouse.
Right.
But since I've had my laptop, I haven't had to worry about the keyboard thing. But I need a wireless mouse. And since I've had my Logitech here, it's just a basic Logitech model. I've been very impressed. I only have to change the battery every, I don't know, few months or so. And this is my second one. And the only reason that this is my second one is because after I dropped the first one about 300 times.
Why did you do that?
the right mouse button stopped me. And so I had to get another one. So as far as my mouse is concerned, I'm a happy camper.
And how much did your I'm sure it's more expensive for a wireless keyboard that works well.
Oh, it's got me. It's got me.
Well, thank you, Nelson, for the offer. I appreciate it.
Yeah. But my mouse
offers anymore.
My mouse costed about $15 or less.
Change topic. John's on. Josh is on.
Hey, Josh.
All the more reason to stay on topic.
Yeah, stay on topic. You
know what you and I were talking about yesterday about what we should do about that. See, that's the thing is we don't want it to become, like you said, become scripted. Yeah, that's the problem that you might run into.
I say this because the software and hardware discriminator is on.
I know what you're saying. But I don't care.
Josh is software and hardware racist.
I don't care. That's all more reason to throw it in his face.
Hello, Josh.
Hello, Joshy Pie.
That might be discriminatory.
Okay, I got no headset today, so I really can't hear him. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't see why yesterday we can. Anyways, and I can't hear anybody barely right next. I got to keep the speakers way down.
Then all what I'll do is I'll turn mine way up, pal.
No,
then you can hear me.
Where you are, you're fine. You're fine.
Kidding.
I can't. I don't know what's with my headset today. All I hear is.
It's that time of the month for your headset.
It might be.
Maybe it's the cops outside.
It does say "do not drop." I just thought that was a label.
You know what? Only you, Nelson, could. Never mind.
Yeah, no, it's it could be a battery issue. Don't know. Ubuntu 16 to Ubuntu 17, and I kind of regretted it. I got fed up trying to fix one thing after another. After the driver would install, something else failed and something else. I just got fed up, so I said wipe out all the hard drives, and I just reinstalled Ubuntu on my main drive and copied all. And now I'm copying all my data over. So it's.
I thought all this Linux stuff was supposed to be.
It is. It is, but it's something I want to do very specific, and it doesn't want to take it.
I see.
Yes, it is good, but because what it is was I went to go put the driver in, and then it goes, oh, well, you need this. Okay, go get this. Go to install it. Sorry, you need to have this, and this installed. Okay, fine. Go get those things and put those in, and then I started getting messages of dependencies that are unknown dependencies need to be installed that are unrecognized or unsafe, something like that. In other words, they're from third-party, fourth-party, companies that are, not recognized by the Ubuntu and community. And then I started going, do I really want to do this? Then I did some reading, and what I'm trying to do is built right into version 17. And I'm like, I'll go get 17. Now, I went from version 15 to, no, so from 14 to 16. I did the upgrade. I didn't install fresh. I went to the upgrade. And then from 16 last night, I went to 17. That's 2 system upgrades, not just software, the updates, the full upgrade, like going from Windows 7 to Windows 8, and then going to Windows 10. Your computer that was originally Windows 7 is now going to have crap loads of problems by the time it's Windows 10, right? Incompatibilities and stuff. So that's what happened to me. This morning I woke up, one screen wouldn't show up. I wouldn't detect my keyboard and mouse. It was just a nightmare. So I said, "Back it." I wiped it out. I wiped it out. So I reinstalled it just in time for the show. So this is what I'm going through. Right now I'm going through, can I get all this programmed? And then Lauren showed up on the screen, and now I'm all happy.
Good.
Lauren's smiling. Thank you, Lauren. They let you watch the live show in a library? Muted.
She has on headphones.
Muted. She's
She
muted.
has on headphones. And she's muted, yes. Yes. We can't hear you.
Can't hear you.
At least Nelson was a chipmunk. You're a pantomime.
Oh, jeez. No, so I think what we should have are topics. And
We've got
but casual topics. Think of something the day before or overnight, you know, and then we talk about that topic. You know.
Also, or something is on somebody's mind, you know. I mean, it's important that not yours, Nelson. We know there's nothing in there.
Okay.
It's important that we have to be careful when we're, you know, talking about, because this is why staying away from like politics and religion and stuff like that, because I mean, we know how to be civil with one another, but sometimes it can get a bit touchy. But you know, other things and stuff like that. You know, like there's a hurricane.
Politics and religion are off limits, anyways. That's a given. I mean,
there's a hurricane coming into Texas
on that.
What?
I have no idea what that was.
We're live.
We're live. And I have no idea what that was for a sound. I gotta go look and see. What was that? That was Netflix. That was Netflix. Netflix saying that there's new releases that I might be interested in. Hey. There you go. And Tiffany's coming down the stairs.
Yeah.
Do you want to use it?
Yeah, I can't play sexy.
Hey, Tiff.
Well, you can't do it through my head.
Yeah, I can. You move a lot.
No.
Go ahead, hit him.
And I gotta aim my camera down a bit here. There we go. Now I'm in frame. There we go. Now we're good. Do you want to play? Cool. Good answer. Thank you. I'm playing Xbox during a live show.
When do you not?
Not always. Jeez, she's making me out to be a villain here. Yesterday we were talking about YouTube and the... Good grief. Oh, go ahead and play Xbox. I'm not figuring this out now at this time, right at this moment. Yesterday we were talking about YouTube and the new law that came down that was decided on because of the organization H3 Productions. A year and a half ago, they were being sued by another YouTuber for hundreds of thousands of dollars. And the verdict came out a few days ago saying that the judge decided that the content that H3 is using is fair use. Now what this means is there are a lot of people on YouTube that are using content of other people's videos. Like say for example, let's say I grab John's video about why he hates white folk. And and I use that video. As long as I give it a proper commentary of his video and my thoughts, my opinions, and there's substantial content added, then I'm allowed to use his video. I can no longer be copyright stricken because I'm using his video. If I do like these reviewers do, take his video and I just sit there and look at it and go, oh wow, once in a while, and then the video ends and my video ends, then that's not fair use. Fair use is where you're going to use someone else's video or something that was published and use it as fair use, as content, and then you can do a critique on that content. Based on this, now last night I'm seeing a lot of review sites suddenly saying they're going to be changing up their the way they're doing stuff, or they're saying that they're closing their channel, they're done, because they can no longer just sit there and go, oh wow, cool, oh neat. You know, they've actually got to do a proper critique of the content they're watching, and so it's interesting. And John knows about this a little bit, because I told him why I stopped doing my videos, my personal ones, because I wanted to put other people's examples of other video in, and I started getting in trouble for doing it because I was using other people's content, right?
Right.
You know, so the good news is now I'm going to be able to go back to doing my videos.
This is good.
Yeah. So hopefully John can kick me in the butt and say, Nelson, do your videos. We need them daily. Daily videos. What do you guys think about that?
It's good to be able to use other people's stuff in the right way, you know. I mean, that's also advertising for the other folks, good or bad. It's their fault, though, if it's bad publicity, if they, you know, have crappy stuff or are doing crappy things. But, you know, this is what the purpose of social media is all about.
Right.
You know,
right.
discussing things.
I keep losing myself on the camera here. I'm trying to get...
Yeah, putting me in frame.
Well, I got to. I was like, I can't move. I got to stay at a certain distance. Otherwise, you see all the pimples on my face. All the beauty marks. I'm perfect skin. I'm just getting old. Look at John. John's complexion is like gorgeous.
Yeah. What can I say?
Here's a question, John. When you get a pimple, does it show really, really red, or?
Well, once it's like really, really there, it's white.
Oh no!
Yeah. It breaks through this, you know. It's once it's real
it just
full
stands out.
Maturity, it's white. You know.
It stands out like a sore thumb.
Yes. Then you know it's time to get rid of it. Like.
Yeah, get rid of it. Yeah, that's it. We can say whatever you want on this, but do not say the R word.
Yes, that's right.
The R-ism or R-ist.
We've learned our lesson in that.
Oh yeah, as of yesterday, all my videos have been remonetized.
Okay.
Somebody at YouTube finally went in and looked and saw that we were not being R-ist, and and that's we're not and we're not portraying R-ism.
Isn't that special?
It's special.
And all the time, I thought we were the R word.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like we're Nazis.
Yeah. Oh, we could say that, huh?
I don't know.
Oh, see, now you done it again.
Yeah, I've done it again. This video's going to be demonetized.
Now it's going to be...
I said yesterday, I said that by this show going up, we're going to be at $44.01 in earnings, and I was right. Yes, this morning when I looked, I had $44.01.
Okay.
And that's taken 5 years to collect on YouTube. People, do not copy me as an example when it comes to YouTube marketing.
You know how many miles I have to walk with this cup out and getting people to put money in there to get that much?
I told my wife I would walk 500 miles and then I would walk 500 more just to fall at her door. And then I thought about it and I said, that's 1,000 miles. That's 1,600 kilometers. No. No, that's too far.
Nah, that's okay. Buy flowers, it's easier.
Would you do it?
No.
You would not walk. You would take a car, get a car, a hitchhike or something, right?
Yeah.
I know. If I saw you on the side of the road with a thumb sticking out, I'd pick you up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You slow down, you see me, you speak.
Whoa. Yeah, right. There was a movie. There was a movie I watched where a guy was hitchhiking, and the person with the car would pull over, wait for the person to run up, and then he'd drive off, and then pull over and wait. The person would walk up, and just as the person got there, he'd drive off. That was me. I can't remember what that movie was.
My wife's grandmother did that by mistake.
But Belinda's muted. I think she's going.
My wife's grandmother did that by mistake once.
She had to pull over. There was a hitchhiker. She had to pull over, looked at a map or something, and drove. Right?
They were driving wherever, and the traffic light turned red, and so she slowed down and she stopped, and just so happened at that spot, a little further back, someone was hitchhiking.
Oh.
They thought that she was, stopping to give them a ride. It wasn't. And as they got to the car, of course, the light changed. Oh boy, I wasn't there, but my wife told me about it.
I picked up one hitchhiker one time. Oh, I picked up a couple of them so far, but one time, and my rule of thumb is it better be pouring rain or freezing cold out. And I was coming back from the countryside. This guy's walking along. He wasn't hitchhiking. I just drove up. I said, "Do you want to get a ride to Sherbrooke?" And he goes, "Oh, that'd be really nice." What he didn't know was what I just finished driving through, and it was headed that way. It was a huge rainstorm. I told him, I says, "You're about to get doused with tons and tons of rain here. Like, you won't be able to see 2 feet in front of you." And sure enough, as we were driving towards Sherbrooke, the storm finally caught up to us, and I had to pull over and wait for a couple minutes.
Really?
It was that hard, So it was. But the person didn't have his thumb out or anything. He was just walking.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I mean,
like that before.
As a rule of thumb, I don't pick up hitchhikers because it's not that I don't wanna, but you can't be too careful these days.
You don't need ass grass or what's the other one?
But one day my wife and I were on our way somewhere.
That's only if you actually smoke.
It's ass gas or grass. It's the phrase. It goes back to the 60s. Right, John? You know this.
You're too young for that.
They are too young for this. They don't know this stuff.
At any rate, we were just leaving our little town here, and there were a couple of guys who were hitchhiking with backpacks and stuff. And I passed them a little bit, and my wife kind of made a comment, and I decided to stop and pick them up,
Okay.
And turned out they were a couple of young guys. They had just came from Italy or somewhere. They had been hitchhiking across the country, and they were on their way back home.
Right.
And they lived in the next town, and we were going in that direction anyway. And so we picked them up. They were really thankful because they had all kinds of stuff, And they threw their stuff in the car, and we drove them, and they got out at an intersection where they could continue,
Right.
So it worked out okay. We did
that's right. I was thinking, that they were gonna be like, potheads and gonna toke up in the back seat.
No, it turned out good.
Okay.
But
cool.
I'm especially if I'm by myself, I don't generally pick up anyone. I mean, I would love to, but you just can't be too careful,
No, you can't. You can't. Like I said, I done it twice in my whole existence of being able to drive. One was a huge rainstorm, and the other one was, I don't know the whole story, but there was a lady walking with a 5-year-old on the side of the road, and it's like, and this is in a country, and they were on hitchhiking. I said, "Do you need a lift?" Because it was minus 25 Celsius.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry. So it was cold, and it wasn't more for the woman, but it was more for the kid. And I made a point. I passed them, and I thought, no, I should turn around and go back and see, So I turned around and went back. And from what I understood was, sorry, husband got pissed off in the car and decided that he's just going to drop them off on the side of the road and take off.
No.
Yep.
Really?
Yep. So they were walking to the next farmhouse, which around here could be a couple miles away. Yeah. In other words, he left them for dead.
Goodness gracious.
So I brought them to the police station in Sherbrooke so they could at least know where to go, because you know, they had no place to go right now at that moment. But that was a cold night,
man.
you know. But it's very rare that I've actually ever picked anybody up in terms of hitchhiking.
Yeah.
You know, it's but then I'm not against it, because I was in that situation. You know, like I said, I walked from San Carlos, Mexico to Tijuana. Yeah. And it's a long walk. You wouldn't believe how long it takes to walk. It's got to be about 500 kilometers.
I believe it.
About 300 miles.
I believe it. I mean, I walked a lot in my day, and I have hitchhiked in my day, especially as a soldier here when I was first here in Germany. Me and a friend of mine, because we went to a disco in some other town, and we hitchhiked back to where we lived.
Were you obliged to stay all night? I heard that they had the same one in Police Academy. What was it called? The Blue Oyster?
Yeah, yeah. No, because I think there were no taxis around or something like that. Yeah, we decided to start walking and hitchhike. And but yeah, I mean, I'm not against hitchhiking or anything. It's just that you wish you could be, you know, more trusting. You know, you wish you could really pick up folks or be picked up by someone without worrying if, you know, about 10 years later there's going to be a movie about it. You know?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, so
but and you know, and we joke about the movies, but was it 1960s, early 70s? There was a lot of things about people getting picked up by hitchhiking and disappeared. Yeah. You know, and to this day, some of these people are there's no sign of life, and probably won't be found for another 100 years until, you know, the people develop in those areas. Yeah. You know, and it's sad, but you know, there are those. But then again, I mean, how many psychos are really out there?
Yeah.
Other than me.
I don't want to know.
Belinda, you're muted, and we don't hear from you.
Oh, you missed me.
Because I'm sure Belinda has something to say about hitchhiking.
I don't do it.
Not now.
I never did it.
You've never hitchhiked?
Nope, I knew better.
Well, that's a question now. Who hitchhikes more, men or women?
I have no clue.
Lauren, have you ever hitchhiked?
No. I don't see Lauren doing that. Lauren probably took the safe route her entire life. including her internet connection that she's oh yeah, are you at the library for that one reason? Oh, so they did not take my advice.
She took a friend to the library. You gotta read the chat room, man.
What?
You got to read the Skype room. She said she was taking a friend to the library. Right, Lauren? Is that correct?
Right,
yeah.
Right. I know. But this was already discussed. This was discussed on video yesterday.
Yeah. See, and I wasn't even there yesterday, and I know more than you. Why is that?
Yeah, my computer was.
Yeah.
I quit. I'm out of here. I quit.
Get back to your live stream.
Hey, Tiff, get your lasso and catch him and pull him back. And tell him to come back.
Sorry, couldn't really hear you. I'm playing a game and listening to music.
I said get your lasso and pull him back and tell him.
Nah, he's upstairs.
Okay. What are you playing?
It's called the Sexy Brutality. I have to try and...
The what?
I have 12 hours to save people.
Okay. From what?
They're masks so far.
Can I sit down now?
Yeah, go.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
Not like some people that drink Pepsi.
Yes.
I look like an idiot, John, to you when I do that, but when the recording is done, I'm pointing at Belinda.
I believe it. I kind of figured that.
Oh, there.
What was hilarious was earlier when you sounded like a chipmunk.
We'll redo it tomorrow. We'll make it sound good.
Yeah, that was hilarious. But it was like you were like.
Okay.
It looked like you were getting upset. Like,
I wasn't getting upset. I just wanted to get the dang thing to work.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's frustrating when something should work and it doesn't.
Well, again, it's because I just reinstalled everything, so all the configuration wasn't set up properly, you know. So
I figured it had something to do with that because I saw what you had said you had reinstalled stuff. So
yeah, I gave up on trying to make my computer work. This contains Ubuntu on it.
This is interesting.
Yes, I had to reinstall the computer. It's like plug it in. So, Belinda, give us a topic.
Well, there's this one person that messaged me about joining her opportunity when I told her I can help her grow her opportunity. She's like, you should give it a try. It's like she wasn't reading my message, so I wrote in capital letters my message again. How much are your leads? And when I gave her the price, and she's like, do you have anything for $10? I'm like, yeah, a bus stop ticket.
Well, one person yesterday on my phone while I was doing all this stuff messaged me saying that I got to try this program out. And I said, well, if you want, you can sign up to mine. You can help, promote your product at Mardox. And the person writes back goes, well, I'll do it if your program will make me $100,000. So is your program making you $100,000 or more? And I asked him, is your program doing that? And he didn't reply back, but it's like, come on, I know people who have made $100,000 on programs, and it's not the people pushing a program doing it. I don't know anybody who's selling or promoting an affiliate link to someone else's program that's made $100,000. The ones that have made $100,000 are the ones that sell it, who own the program itself.
Yeah, most of them own it, but there's a few affiliates making it. Very few, but
yeah, there are some.
You own the program.
Hello, Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yep. Why does my Xbox need my? I changed my password to get into Skype. Right, and I just remembered what my old password was. Yes, I'm a dumbass. Thank you, Tiffany, for pointing out the obvious.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of stuff like that brings up an important point.
We're going to talk about dumbassism?
Yeah, no. No, we're going to talk. It brings up the point port because there is a program that I signed up for that somebody sent me a link to and said I should check it out. And I'm in the process of doing that. I haven't done really anything with it yet. And I started a couple of days ago seeing what it's all about and seeing if there's anything I want to talk to folks about. And what?
Traitor. Oh, now I'm using other programs in mine.
And
go ahead.
Anyway, I wanted to set up like the profile area and blah blah blah, and I needed to put in my 4-digit number that I gave them. And I couldn't remember. I didn't write it down. I don't know. I usually write that stuff down.
Right.
I couldn't find it anywhere, and so I wrote a support ticket. How do I change my number? And then I went back to the site and I found out myself they had it on the menu somewhere. So I went to do that, and in order to do that, I needed to know my secret questions that I set up when I joined the program.
Oh God!
And for some reason, I couldn't remember the answer to my second secret question. And
what's the name of your favorite pet?
No, that would have been easier. It was the name of the first name of my favorite teacher, I think.
Oh, that's obscure. Me, it would have been Mrs. Proudfoot.
Okay.
And I don't know her first name.
Okay.
That was the first grade teacher.
Okay. And at any rate, so then I asked in support, okay, for some reason I can't remember my second secret question. What do I do? That was almost 2 days ago.
And it's still not in.
And I still haven't gotten an answer.
Oh, ouch. I was gonna set up the secret question thing at Mardox, and then it's nice to have, but there's ways of making it so you can use a smartphone and get the PIN code. I like those better.
That's better.
When I called into my upstream provider, the company that hosts my server, they're always, who am I speaking with? And I say my name, and let me check on your security questions. Okay. Okay, what's this answer to this? Blah. What's the answer to that? Blah. And it's like, okay, how can I help you? But now I just said the answers to the questions, and if anyone's half-witted beside me is going to know that answer A, especially if you live in this area, you can decipher what the question was.
Yeah.
And then B, without giving out the answer, So, what is the name of your high school? Galt. Yeah. So if I say Galt and someone's standing here beside me going, Galt. Oh, that's the name of your high school.
Ah, that's his high school.
So it's not really that secure. I mean, people can call in and go, "Hi, yeah, I'm Nelson Buck." Okay, they need to know more than that, because they need to know the server name. They need to know. Sometimes they'll say, "Do you know what IP address that server's on?" And I know it ends with .37. I mean, these are pretty obscure answers, But I wish the questions would have something a little bit more secure. Or like what I'm trying to set up with Mardox is when someone calls in for tech support, they have to put in their 4 or 5 digit PIN in the phone, but that it's authenticated with the server, so I know that is the person I'm supposed to be talking to.
Yeah.
You see, because otherwise, how are you supposed to get the code? In other words, you need to be logged into the site to be able to do a tech call.
Yeah.
You see, so that's what we have right now, and that way I don't have to ask questions and PIN codes and passwords and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's a little safer. Yeah, just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
And then you got Josh, who's going to try to hack it and find out how to get through it.
The thing is, he won't be able to hack it. He just thinks he will.
Oh, he can hear you.
Uh-oh.
I know.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a challenge.
Okay. Yeah, so Belinda, what's this with you going on a rampage today with kicking people out of the room?
Wait, I didn't do that. Don't even try.
Hold on now, Skype. Let's see here.
Michael Kuskal had an extra name in there that he doesn't use anymore. He doesn't add people to it. So I just got rid of his extra name. He's still in there.
What the joke was, I opened up the room, and first thing I see is Coach Belinda Condell, blah 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 blah, removed Michael Kustra from the conversation. And I saw that, I wrote back, I said, "Oh no, Belinda's on the rampage."
I'll give you a rampage in a minute.
How did Michael piss you off?
He didn't. But you're doing a great job. No kidding. I love it.
One day I'm going to wake up and it's going to say, Belinda Condell removed Nelson Buck from the conversation. I'm going to go into all my Facebook accounts, and I'm going to be removed from all my groups. And I'm like, how did that happen?
That'd be funny, wouldn't
I'm going to have these notifications. You've been removed as admin. Son of a...
Pack your bags. You've been removed from your home.
Get out.
You are the weakest link.
Yeah, you are the weakest link. Get lost. Yeah, that'd be sad. Go to log into Mardox. Attention, your account is suspended. You are no longer admin. What?
But it's my program.
That'd be funny though if you got kicked out of the same company.
Yeah, I'll, at that point, I'll go over and see Josh. Josh, can we set up a website and will you kick me out?
And then Josh will sit there going on a 10-hour dissertation and rampage about WordPress, have nothing to do with the conversation at hand.
Yeah,
he's only to himself, and Nelson's lost in the wilderness.
It's real simple to get into business with Josh. It's really, really simple. And the trick is this. Hi, Josh, WordPress. How you doing, WordPress? Do you think we can do something with WordPress? How do you like WordPress?
Things outside of WordPress.
Yes, that's all right.
We also have WordPress plugins.
Yeah, he's brainwashed his wife to everything she just says is WordPress. What's for supper, WordPress?
Are you in the mood?
We going anywhere, WordPress? Am I right, Josh?
Nope, we do things besides WordPress.
Oh, we do.
You have WordPress sheets.
What do you do besides WordPress?
Python, Ruby on Rails.
So what?
Python and Ruby on Rails.
Okay.
Talking too low.
Python and Ruby on Rails. Can everybody not hear me?
I have no idea what that stuff is, but I know what WordPress is.
Languages.
Yeah.
Let's stick with WordPress. It's a lot easier because next he's gonna say he does Joomla.
No, I used to do Joomla.
I know. Yeah, I know. I tried to do Joomla. I tried to set up for a client, and I gave up. I said, "I'm sorry, I can't try. I can't bill you, and I don't want to deal with this stuff, this junk."
I actually had no problems, but that's what we started with, and then we moved to WordPress because prior to 2010, WordPress really wasn't a CMS system, so it didn't handle stuff the way it should. Now,
Right.
Since 2010, they when 3.0 came out, it became a CMS system.
Yeah.
We tried it on one project to see how it would go, and I had never heard from the client, and I called them back up a couple weeks later to try to find out if they had any questions or anything, and they're like, no, it's all pretty simple to use. So we switched and started building a few more for clients, and we found out that the 90% drop in customer service calls just by switching from Joomla to WordPress.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, because with Joomla, for adding a page structure, you have to know the link all the way back to the home page.
Mm.
So if you're adding a page, unlike with WordPress where you add a page and you just put it in the menu wherever you want it,
Yeah.
back in the day with Joomla, you would actually add a page, and you would have to say, okay, this page is a subpage of this page, and this page is a subpage of the home page. And if you didn't know that structure all the way back, the page would be impossible to find.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I remember trying Joomla way back whenever. I couldn't figure it
really
out.
had to study it in order to get it figured out. With WordPress, it was so much easier.
Yeah. WordPress is pretty user friendly, so yeah, I like it.
Except for Nelson, he hates it.
No. I don't hate it.
But
it just, I'm a programmer at heart. I don't want to just point and click and do stuff. I want to program this stuff. For me, that's my challenge. I like to make stuff.
To make it.
Yeah, but
it's open source. You get to build whatever you want from it.
call it Buck Press.
Yeah, I'm gonna call it Mardox Press. There you go.
Yeah.
I love you, you love me. I chase Nelson up a tree.
And Hitesh joins in right when you're saying that. Hi, Hitesh.
Oh, hi, Hitesh. We're just going over the Barney song because here we're professional.
That's it. Okay, this is another Looney Tune episode. 47 minutes, only 13 minutes left to go, and then we're free. And with WWE, John.
That was yesterday, day before.
Okay, EWW today then, right?
No, W.
No, today it's time to get our groove on with John Brew Your Beer or Brew Your Tea.
Brew Your Tea, yeah, no, Brew Your Beer, yeah.
By the way,
yes,
the pay with your wallet button isn't working.
Yeah, I know. That all has to do like what Hitesh was saying, that the stuff doesn't show up properly. It all has to do with the accounting software. I'm waiting for the person to get that fixed. It's an accounting issue.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, but it will be done soon. The idiot said he was going to come in Wednesday to do it, or get a hold of me on Wednesday to do it, and now we're Friday, so I'll get on his case tonight, and if not, I'll do it. I'll have to pull out the manual.
Hey, you're fired.
Yeah, out of a cannon.
Good.
But I will get it fixed. It's not a worry.
Okay.
But yours, I'll get yours set up because you want to pay with your in-house credit, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll get that set for you.
I thought you were talking about Bitcoin wallets.
No.
No. John has a button that he pushes. My wallet empties.
You know, that almost sounded like we were going somewhere, but not going to touch it.
Don't start it now, Belinda. If you don't want it to go there, don't start it.
I'm hanging around Nelson too much.
Yeah.
Sounds like that button. That sounds like that button that my wife has.
$200 today.
That easy button?
No, that button where it's like when I get paid, she pushes the button and the money disappears from my account and it ends up in her wallet.
Oh, it's a literal button on the screen.
No, not exactly. She doesn't do online banking yet. So
not yet. Okay. Oh, wait till that happens.
We have to physically go to the bank and get the money.
Ooh.
You know?
Oh, Bitcoin went up $200 yesterday.
Huh?
Bitcoin jumped another $200 yesterday.
Did it?
Yeah. This week it's been jumping like crazy.
Yeah.
You know why? Because the Netflix special that came out.
What Netflix special is that?
They got a Netflix special.
The movie I told you about, ClickBank Banking. Bitcoin
And
banking.
ever since the movie's released, it's gone up like $500 this week.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because people are showing interest in it now.
Yeah, I've been thinking about watching that.
Well, you're gonna stop thinking about it, John. Sit your butt down,
Yeah.
burn a couple brain cells, and watch it.
Yeah.
No, only Nelson get away with insults like that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
No, it really is a good. It really is a good documentary to watch.
I got Netflix, so
Well,
yeah.
then go watch it, because tomorrow
I
we're
am going to, Mr.
Tomorrow
Mr.
we're going to talk about banking, Bitcoin banking. The episode on Netflix. If you guys want to keep
You're
in
doing a
touch.
Saturday session this week?
No,
What?
sorry, Monday.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
So you have
I
all
was gonna
weekend
say.
to look at it.
You said tomorrow, so I was just checking.
Yeah, I keep forgetting what day it is.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
For me, everything
yeah.
just blends together. I don't even know what this last
You know what?
week
When you
blends.
work for yourself, that happens. Because when you work for an employer, it's like, oh, Monday, Friday, finally.
Yeah.
When you work for yourself, it's like, oh shit, every day's Monday.
No, me, it's what do you mean? It's already Friday.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you don't think of it because you still work on Saturdays and Sundays.
I've been living off of McDonald's coupons. Still going. I got a big blob here in the center here. I've been living off McDonald's coupons here for like a week here now, so I've got to go through. I gotta get them all.
Crap, that's a lot of coupons.
The other night was hilarious. I had a coupon for a trio. It was in the stack. I didn't notice it was there, so I went out and got myself a trio. Got myself a Big Mac, French fries, and a drink. And two things happened.
You got gas.
Worst ever feeling going to that restaurant to get the food. So it was weird because it wasn't just the staff behind the counter that felt, like they didn't want to do their job, but the people sitting in the public area, nobody was talking. There was no music on the radio up top. Usually the speakers have something playing. There was no music. Nobody was talking. When somebody said something, it was a whisper. You know. There was only one person talking when needed. It was like, okay, order number 331. You know, like a loud horn. And no,
So
I wanted to get out of there. I would have been more comfortable going to a gay biker bar at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So what you're saying is you went to the McDonald's that runs like the North Korean prison camp.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we're not allowed to say Nazi, like a Nazi prison camp there.
Oh, wow. I can't believe we're going here.
We're going to demonetize this video. How dare they give us money for it? So I got back home. I'm already in a bad mood now. 'Cause at this point, I'm like, oh, it changed my attitude. I sat down. The dog could hear that rustling of the bag. He's upstairs in the bedroom. He can hear my bag rustling. And I'm hearing click, 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 click across the floor. Gets to about the top of the stairs, and I say, get to bed. And back to the bed. It was like a toddler going, can I have a little piece of food? Oh, shit. I shouldn't have woke up. It's like I had to go and endure that environment. I'm eating it all.
That is terrible though when you go.
Yeah, but I'm gonna talk to the owner and see if he doesn't mind that I take a video of when this happens.
Yeah.
God, man, I don't know what I'm missing because why is it like that? It's not good for sales.
No, it's not. You want to go to a place and people are happy to be there and stuff like that.
I think Lauren's going, bye, I'm out of here. Yeah, bye, can't stand you guys anymore. My hour's up, I'm getting kicked out. I got better things to do than look at you guys.
I'm in the library. I might read a book.
That's a novel concept.
Yeah.
It's okay to use the internet once in a while, Lauren, but don't move into the library. We're going to start a fundraiser, guys. We've got to raise money for Lauren's internet.
Yeah.
Pay her internet for a year.
So
Maybe we should all pitch in and do it.
Did she stop her service or what happened?
Oh, I think you're only allowed an hour at a time or something like that.
No. Because I know the other day she was talking about her rates were going to go up.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but she was saying something about about an issue with her internet. So I don't know if that's why she's there or if it's.
No, she said she took a friend.
Because I doubt it's cut off. You miss a payment, you don't get cut off right away.
She said she took a friend to the library. So.
Yeah, that's what it might just be. But
no, she put a note in the chat box. She says she's going to sign off. Have a nice weekend. They're open to 6. So
oh, great! I'm not going to hear from Lauren all weekend.
So that was actually in the chat box if anybody bothered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I see it.
Johnny, it's been an hour, Johnny.
Yeah, a whole hour. Imagine that.
Yeah. Did you guys realize in order to monetize this the way we do, we only need to get to 46 minutes?
Really?
Yeah.
What?
There's no ad at the beginning. It'd be 15 minutes, 30, and 45 minutes.
So we've been wasting 15 minutes?
Yeah, of our life across how many episodes now?
Goodness gracious.
Now, you could have gotten to WWE at the beginning. All this time.
All this 15 minutes waste?
We'll know for next time.
For next time. No, Belinda, the drill sergeant we have in our group here wants to have it for an hour.
Screw you.
Well, you do want it for an hour, right?
Whatever you say.
Whatever I say. Okay, we have
no, an hour is fine.
We have said Belinda. John.
I'm just swell, thank you.
Good. Yes.
Yeah.
Did you get your pizza yet?
Who? Me?
Her.
Or you ordered pizza?
That's a personal question.
You ordered pizza. Did you get it yet? Like
we didn't order it yet. We were talking about getting it.
Oh, I thought you were ordering pizza.
Well, I will be tonight. It's Friday.
Okay, good.
Thank you for asking.
You're welcome.
I'm aware that Friday was
He cares.
I don't. I don't know. I just gotta make it look like I care, and then we're good. John.
Yes, sir.
Do the thing, John.
Bye, y'all. See you. No.
I'm out of here.
Thank you, everyone.
Going, the hell just happened?
I'm lost. He can't do it right.
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of the Mardox Daily Live chat today. Remember, there are 3 very important things that you need to do. You need to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and comment. Please comment. We need to know your thoughts because we're tired of hearing Nelson's. So,
which is starting up again this Monday.
See what you done?
Yeah.
Oh, my Lanta.
He started his stuff again. So please.
Yeah, I'm gonna start up the stuff again. Yeah.
Comment. And we will see you again on Monday at 3 p.m.
Did you hear that?
At 3 p.m. Eastern. No, I did.
She says I make it sound like I'm a drug lord. I'm starting it up again.
Oh wow! I'm just
John,
not a part
I have
of this.
to ask you a very serious question, John. Will you be my pimp?
Okay, this show just took a real dive.
That wasn't squirrel. That was a whole herd of squirrels.
Goodness gracious.
So join us on Monday, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or Eastern Daylight Time or just an Eastern Time. What? Montreal.
Where the heck
time,
you
okay?
freaking want to?
Look up the time for Montreal, and it's that time, okay?
That time, boys and girls.
Any city on the East Coast of America, okay? Anything on that East Coast, that's what time we're on at. And you can watch us on the website. You can join on here. You can be on YouTube. Oh, which places you can be. Just join in. Talk to you guys soon.
God bless everybody. Have a great day and weekend.
Have a good one.
Bye.
Where's the button?